Hi everyone, I'm Jim and welcome to review of Against, the 7th record by the band Sepultura. Today we're celebrating the 25th anniversary of the record, so I decided to go back and see if it still holds up or not. My story with this band is quite simple. My siblings showed me their music when I was an infant, and then I was like 3 or 4 years old. I would listen to Roots and Chaos AD by myself. To this day, those are my favorite albums from this band. Against is an interesting record for many reasons. Let's start with the lineup. We've got a new vocalist, Derek Green, who replaces Max Cavalera, who left the band in December 1996. He started a new band called Soulfly, and Soulfly, well, it's my childhood. I love those first 2 records from them. Derek Green, the new vocalist and rhythm guitarist. We also have Andreas on the lead guitar and backing vocals. He's been in the band since the 2nd album, I think, Schizophrenia. Paulo Jr. on the bass, and Igor Cavalera on the drums. Because the main songwriter in the band, Max, has left the band, almost everything on this record was written by Igor and Andreas. The production Against was handled by Howard Benson, and it's tight, it's clean but heavy, no loudness or no clipping, just the way I like it. The drum sound has power to it, the guitars are thick and heavy, same as the bass. I truly enjoyed that stuff. Message is diverse. The songs are mostly about social issues, politics, personal struggles, revenge, hate, war. Structure of the tracks is basic, standard intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, chorus, outro. Sometimes it's slightly different, like they move from bridge to the outro and that's it. Music on this record is like a mix of nu metal, groove metal, hardcore punk and world music elements. The album starts with the title song, Against, and the first thing you're going to notice about it is the drumming by Igor. It's easily the best part about this album. I love his groove, the style, the precision. He's the soul of this band. Without him, this record wouldn't be interesting at all. Then we have the bass work, and it's audible, not that much, but you can hear it. It mostly follows the guitars, but there are some moments here and there where only Igor and the bassist are playing together, and I cherish those moments. Then you have the guitar work by Kisser, and it's mostly nice. There are some very cool, groovy riffs here and there, some chunkier nu metalish ones. Love the eerie melodies here and there, but I also want to point out that some of the riffs are very predictable and just bland, you forget about them. Finally, you have some vocals by Derek, and he mostly sounds good. I do enjoy his screaming, shouting, yelling, growling. Even some clean vocals are present on this record and they don't sound too bad. Just some of his vocal melodies he chooses aren't for me. Like for example, this opening song, Against, this for me is the weakest song on the album because of the vocals. I just don't enjoy the chorus, it annoys the hell out of me. What is this song even? I do love the drumming, but the guitar riff is just so generic, and the vocals, what are you doing? Also, is this a diss track against Max Cavalera? Because it does sound like it. This song is just decent, it's nothing special. It's also very short, so it's not a waste of time. 6 out of 10. Choke is more interesting, it has better vocal performance. Also the bridge sounds like it's straight from Life is Peachy by Korn, you know, their 2nd album. It does sound like that. Besides that, this song is nothing special, it's just good. 7 out of 10. Rumors. Now this is my favorite song on this record. It almost sounds like a B-side from Roots. Love the bass lines here, also the vocals sound amazing. That bridge part reminds me of 9 Inch Nails when it comes to the vocals, that clean singing. Truly fun song, not perfect, but it sounds nice. 9 out of 10. Also, I made a Doom MIDI cover of this one recently, so go check it out. Next is Old Earth. Now this song, while I do enjoy the cleans and the atmosphere, it's kinda boring and too long. Like, what are you doing? The guitar riffs aren't that fun to listen to. This track isn't memorable, it's just good. As I'm listening to the album, I am not going to skip it, but if I had to listen to it on my own, I guess I wouldn't choose it. 7 out of 10. Floaters in Mud is apparently dedicated to Max and Gloria Cavalera. It's basically a diss track. I do enjoy the middle part of the song, because it has a very cool nu metal riff, but besides that, it's again a very forgettable track that is fine on its own, but you're not going to remember it. It's also almost 5 minutes long. Why? 7 out of 10. Boycott is the song where things start to happen, it has energy, it's fast, love the instrumental work, but the vocals were some of them not for me, some of that yelling, eh. But yeah, it's a nice track. 7 out of 10. Tribus, or however you pronounce that. Now this is an instrumental piece, it reminds me of the Roots album, like every song on Against. This basically sounds like Roots but without the inspiration. So Tribus is fine, it's short, it's straight to the point, I love the atmosphere here. It's nothing special, but it works in the context of the record. 7 out of 10. Common Bones is one of the highlights of this record. I love the guitar riffs here, especially the ones that sound like they were stolen from Korn. The vocals, they're good. I wish they were better. 8 out of 10. Freedom of Expression. It's a Jimmy Bowen cover, and I don't know why it's here. It's short. The last 30 seconds of the song are garbage. Or just some weird screeching noises. Why? Just why? 5 out of 10. Reza is one of the best songs on this record. It features Gordo on the vocals and he's straight up killing it. He sounds like Max Cavalera, like you could mistake him for Max. It's so beautiful. I wish the entire album sounded like this song. 9 out of 10. Unconscious. Now this one has some good riffs, but the vocals are just okay, they're good. Some moments irritate me. Yeah, that's it. 7 out of 10. Kama Itachi features Kodo, and this is an instrumental piece, but there's also a version with the vocals. It's called The Waste and it has Mike Patton there. It was featured on the soundtrack to the Freddy vs. Jason movie, go check it out. Both of those versions are fun to listen to. Love the instrumental work, and the vocals by Mike Patton are mostly great, they fit the music, so 8 out of 10 to both of those versions. Drown Out, now this track, well, it has fun music, the vocals, well, they're fine. What can I say? Another song that you won't remember after you finish the album. 7 out of 10. Hatred Aside features Jason, the ex-bassist of Metallica. And this song starts very heavy and interesting, then it gets boring, then it changes into an instrumental piece, word music, stuff like that. Yeah, the vocals are great, but the music, yeah. This song, it's like a filler track, like you won't remember it after it's over. 6 out of 10. And the final song in the standard edition, Tercer Millennium. Now this one actually has some cool vibes. Love the atmosphere here. It's not a perfect song, but I do enjoy it. 7 out of 10. Now we have 2 bonus tracks. The first one, Gene Machine Don't Bother Me. It's a Bad Brains cover. I think that it should have been on the record because the vocals sound nice, the music is interesting. It's not a masterpiece by any means, but compared to Freedom of Expression it is. 7 out of 10. And the final track, Prenuncio, or however you pronounce it. This one features Coffin Joe and Gyro, the first guitarist of Sepultura, as guests. And this is a live track. It has Coffin Joe talking about life and death. We have some eerie melodies in the background. It's fine, yet again nothing special, 6 out of 10. To sum it all up, the consistency is various and the flow is digestible, replayability. Yeah, it's a decent album. Sorry for sounding like I'm depressed and want to die, but I've just listened to an album called Against by Sepultura. I have heard this record for hundreds of times, and I can never understand why some people love it and others hate it. It's not a bad album by any means, but it's also nothing special. With Roots, Sepultura found their own style. This is like a sequel to Roots, but as many sequels do, like the Matrix movie was amazing, and then you had Matrix 2. And Matrix 2 was okay, but compared to Matrix 1, it wasn't that great. Like, it was fine, I will get through it, but I am not going to feel it as much as the first one. While Sepultura continued their new groovy style of roots here, I feel like they should have experimented more. It's actually a miracle that this band even exists to this day after releasing such a bland record. I am giving it a decent rating because there are some good songs here, but there aren't many of them, like Rumors, Reza, Kamaitachi, Common Bones, Boycott, Floaters in Mud, Unconscious, and that's basically it. All of the songs sound very similar to each other except the instrumental pieces, and yeah, it's hard to get through this stuff. I just heard this record and I forgot most of it. This usually does not happen because when you create music that is memorable and has some parts that stand out, then it resonates with the listener and they keep it in their hearts and their minds, and that's what happened with the previous 3 records. Many people love Arise, Chaos AD and Youth because there are memorable parts there, something that you will always remember, like for example Ratamahata, 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 or even the heartbeat from Refuse Resist. You're going to remember that because it only happened once, and yeah, it was memorable. And here, I don't remember anything about this record. I only remember that some of the vocals were very bad, some of the guitar riffs were truly awful. The only consistent thing about this album was the bass lines and the drumming. I don't want to sound like a hater because I love this band, but this record wasn't that great. Like, I enjoy even Nation more, and many people hate Nation. I don't know why. But this one, it's just decent. Go celebrate its anniversary if you want. Thank you for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, follow me on my Instagram page in the description. I will see you in my other videos. Also consider becoming a member so I can make you an album review or maybe a Doom MIDI cover. Bye!